All right, guys, we are starting off with fun facts for the nose plan. How's everybody doing? Star Wars: The Force Awakens, man. We are on to the sequel, so been a hell of a ride, and it's crazy because you did the OT, then you had to do the prequel, and then the sequel, and it's just like, damn, another trilogy. It's almost like I gotta get to know new characters, new timelines and stuff. But most importantly, there's no Jar Jar Binks, so it's all good, man. What's going on, Joe?
How's it going?
Pretty good, man. This time I didn't actually get to watch the movie twice, like I'd normally like to do, whether it's Book of Boba or whatever we're watching that week. End
We
up
wouldn't have
falling
wanted you
asleep.
to.
Oh, it's all good, man.
We wouldn't ask you to watch it twice.
What's going on, money?
Nothing much, man. I'm excited to talk about it because I like to rewatch the movies with you, even though we've seen them all already. Like, so I could refresh like my memory on how I felt when
Is
I
that your
watched it.
force hand? Is that your force hand when you do that?
Yeah. Um, so I got to rewatch it, and there was actually something I remembered that was pretty funny. That like I remembered a reaction I had in the theater that I wouldn't have remembered if I didn't watch it. So, and I was meaning to rewatch the movies anyway. So, kind of cool to get to talk about them with you.
He cried at
Yeah,
the
no
end
doubt.
both times.
Jeez.
Oh wow.
Spoilers.
What's going on, John?
Good stuff, man. We're here. We're going to talk about one of the best Star Wars films in the galaxy.
I can't kick him out.
Jeez, yeah. Wow. Where's the power?
Man,
Use the
speaking of
Force.
galaxy, I will remember my question about the galaxy. What's up with you, Chase? How's it going, man?
I'm pretty well, man. Just ready to kick off the worst part of the Star Wars. Uh,
Hey, it can only get better from here, right?
I mean,
you
Jeez.
got like,
know,
you got like,
you have 8 and 9 to watch still, man. So yeah, it's not gonna get better.
you guys all were in sync, man. Like, ooh, I don't know. What's going on, Danny?
Good to be here, man. Hump day. Get to talk Star Wars with you guys. And yeah, this might be the last semi-enjoyable sequel until the next two.
I don't know. I still liked the next one. I was okay with the next one.
So like, okay, so obviously when you're new watching something, you like pick up on things, right? And I'm like, dude, they've never once said like the entire world. They always say galaxy. Is that just Star Wars lore that they use that reference over like, hey man, this is the biggest guy in the entire world?
Well, that doesn't mean anything when you're out in
It's
the
a
galaxy.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's like saying you're the most popular person in the United States. Like the rest of the world's gonna be like, so?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, that answers that question.
Just a bigger perspective.
Yeah.
Gotcha. What's going on, Vein 21? We got Luke here as well. Danny Lee in the building, man. Fatal the Collector says, good evening, gents. Tone, what is up, my guy? What's up, everyone? D Hunter in the building. Hey, Cash and team, happy hump day. No doubt, man, no doubt. Just before we begin, did everybody actually go ahead and watch it again this week, or do we have some skippers?
We probably shouldn't take this poll.
Oh wow.
I
All
think
right.
Joe, Chasen, and John skipped.
What?
You watched it,
Oh,
John?
okay. If you skip, do you at least
Photographic
watch
memory, buddy.
do you at least watch the trailer?
Buddy, I'm prepared to talk about this.
Yeah,
There's not really much to say. It's gonna be a quick one.
I agree.
I have a lot to say, I think. I think I have more to say about this than the fucking whole thing.
Wait for the fun
wow.
facts.
John's trying to find fun facts.
Yeah, I'm trying to get everything organized.
John's like, they'll be ready in 10 minutes, man. 10 minutes.
Like, the overall gross of this movie was this.
I mean, how do you guys feel like about going from one trilogy to the next? Like, do you feel like obviously they're all connecting into like, a storyline, but do you feel like you have to get adjusted to new characters, new troopers, new whatever you're going to new planets that they're on, whatever.
Yeah. You have to remember this was like the longest wait for I think everybody on the panel. Maybe Danny was around for the originals. He's.
Jesus.
Just
I would say
Wow.
that's not a
return.
shot.
For return.
Yeah. But like me and Money that saw the original or the prequels in theaters, like
Yeah.
there's a long gap. So we were excited for these.
Yeah, I was pretty excited. But I don't really feel like I had to adjust. Maybe that's like because you're watching them for the first time and you want to know everything, so you're worried about missing something, so you're like kind of like pacing. Because for me, it felt more like when a new trilogy started, it felt more like 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 riding a bike or something. Like when you go back to something and it kind of all comes back to you at once. You know what I mean? Like that's how it feels more or less for me.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, the characters was pretty cool. Like, I feel like watching Star Wars now. Like, I'm gonna be honest with you guys. Like, there be certain points where, like, I'm like, dude, I'm just gonna take a freaking paper and write down some crap. 'Cause, like, I'm just not
Yeah.
retaining what I'm watching. But now it's more like you're actually just watching a flick. You know what I mean? Like, you watching it, you can get into it. Remembering characters and planets aren't too like far in between. Actually, like knowing like, oh, okay, that actually is the Millennium Falcon. That's not a random ship, whatever. Like, oh, that is Han Solo. Like, that's not Harrison Ford. Like, knowing that now is just a little bit better than obviously a couple months back. So, yeah.
Since you brought it up, that was the part in the theater that I remembered that I like laughed at, like actually laughed out loud, was when they're running to the ship and he's like, "What about that one?" And she's like, "No, that's a piece of shit." And they keep running to the other one, and then it blows up, and she's like, "All right, let's go to that one." And it's the Millennium Falcon. I remember laughing at that in the theater, like, "Oh shit, it's the Millennium Falcon." That was pretty cool.
How did you guys feel when Han like first was shown? Like they thought it was gonna be somebody else breaking in, but it was Han, and like they started kind of like playing like the little, like the music that was like that presence music. Like, oh shit, it's somebody.
Yeah,
You know what
yeah.
I mean?
That's like
I love
goosebump,
it.
kind of.
Yeah,
That was really cool. So Danny, that was the first time because you've been asking
you
me,
got
hey,
it?
have you been? Yeah, because it was like,
Oh,
fuck,
that's
that's
cool.
Han.
Yeah,
That's
nice.
Han, bro.
nice.
So yeah, that was pretty cool. Yeah, man, that was definitely pretty cool. Um, yeah, no doubt. And another thing that like kind of gave me that same feeling was when a little bit further in the movie was when Kylo had looked at the Vader helmet and he's like,
Oh yeah.
oh, like he's like asking the helmet for guidance or something like that.
Yeah, he's sort of like praying to him, or yeah, that part's pretty dope because then it plays Darth Vader's theme. So
Yeah,
that
no
was pretty
doubt.
cool.
How long did it take you guys to figure out the character connection? Because when I'm watching it, like at first when they first showed him, I'm like, is this supposed to be like the new Vader for like I guess you could say like the newer generation at that time, you know? Is this supposed to be the new Vader? And as you keep watching it, I'm like, they're doing it in reverse, like because before it was like, Han and Luke, liking Leia, but then it
Yeah,
was they were brothers, but then that was their dad, but then they didn't know it, and it was almost like in reverse for this one at first, and then you're like, what the fuck? Did you say grandfather? Like, oh, because this motherfucker had the Force, like he was
yeah,
using the Force, like
yeah.
I was like, damn.
That's one thing I noticed too. Is like he probably uses the Force more than anybody in all the movies. Like he like stopping blasts and shit. That was
Yeah,
one of
Yeah.
thing. That's one thing I liked actually. When in the beginning you see him as a badass, and it like you see him do the Force and stop the blast, and you see him killing dudes and not caring, and so yeah, I thought that was pretty badass. They did it portrays him as like a really powerful dude in the beginning.
yeah, yeah. Definitely. How do you guys all feel about Kylo's saber just being because like to this point, every saber has kind of been the same. Obviously,
Yeah,
lengthwise has been different for like Master Yoda, but other than Mace having a different color or Darth Maul's being double-sided, all the sabers for the most part have been the same.
I love the saber. That was one of the cool part of the trailers. I think. I
What's
really
it supposed to be? Like a cross or something or
yeah,
Yeah,
it's a cross.
his stone is cracked.
Yeah. So
That's why
so it caused it to be uneasy, and then the sides busted out.
Did they show that or no?
No,
No.
that's just in
Oh, okay.
other knowledge.
Yeah.
Yeah, his stone's cracked, which is it causes it to be unstable.
Exactly.
Gotcha. Okay. Because I'm like, damn, that's kind of cool though. It's like he has
But
like,
it fits his character though.
yeah, it does, man. It
He's
does.
unstable, and you're gonna learn it doesn't get better.
Why is he unstable? Because I feel like it never does a good job of explaining that. He just is.
Earmuffs, Cash. Earmuffs.
That's another
Well-
thing. I was like, there's shit I'm gonna want to ask you guys that I can't ask you without
Well,
spoiling the next.
Okay,
two,
well,
so-
Then
well,
don't
to
ask.
keep it there, that kind of goes into like the whole like reverse thing I was talking about. Because like with Vader, it was like he wasn't trying to give in to the dark side, with Sidious, or I guess at that time Senator Palpatine or whatever. But like it was just like it was just kind of weird, like he was gonna give Han the saber, but then he wasn't. Like I didn't really understand that part. Like did something come over
Yeah.
him or something?
That's what
or
I'm
was
saying.
he all lying the whole time?
And
They did
then
Han
you guys
so
don't
dirty.
have to. You guys don't have to say what happens in 8 and 9 to
Yeah.
answer it, because we're talking about 7. So I feel like 7 doesn't do a good job of explaining why he is the way he is.
No, they wanted to build on it.
Yeah, but that's
That's how a trilogy works.
yeah, but you gotta give some in order to have a good movie. You gotta have some kind of arc. You know what I
According
mean?
to
Like
Disney, you don't.
that's why it sucks.
Let's have 3 different writers write 3 different movies,
Yeah,
and
that's trash.
Jesse says, "Fuck Kylo." FTP.
Yeah.
Oh Jesus Christ, George
FTP.
Lopez.
That's good.
Oh man.
what do you think of Finn?
The funny thing, the first thing I thought of was Matt.
Oh,
Matt and Buck. Matt and Buck, man. That's the first thing I thought about.
Wait,
I'm
why?
sorry, I know it has nothing to do with the movie, but because Matt calls Buck Finn,
oh
and I
yeah.
can't unsee. I just can't unsee it
Oh,
now. I can't unsee.
okay.
Can't
Now
fucking
I see
unsee it. No, I thought his character was cool, but question about him because they said he was born into it. Does that mean he's a clone as well? Like
No,
who was it,
No.
Boba or Jango Fett with the clones?
it was Boba was a clone of Jango. Jango is the clone father of all the clones.
Yeah.
But Finn isn't a clone. He's just
No.
was born
No.
to.
Well, he mentioned it to what's her name, Ray, that like
Yeah.
he was given at an early age to become a true
Oh
Jedi,
yeah, that's right. That's
Yeah.
right.
He
Yeah,
was taken.
So-
Yeah.
or taken. Yeah.
and that's why when he was asked his name, he was like F123 FN or something like that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Okay.
He was.
Okay.
You know what? He could have been a badass character. I think
he
Really?
could have
pretty
been.
badass. I like Finn a lot. And
Dude,
to
his
see
saber
him
skills
hold his
kind
own,
of sucked money.
Well, it's 'cause he's not
but
Jedi.
he held his own against
just
Kylo,
couldn't
and
have done it the
Kylo's
first
supposed to
time.
be a badass. I was thinking they weren't that bad. If you see Mandalorian, he sucks when he first uses the saber, and it's like, how the fuck is this guy doing so good? He doesn't know shit, and he's a little kid. Like, how does that happen? And he's taking on Kylo, like he even got him on the shoulder, and it's
Wait.
like,
Are you? I haven't seen Mando, so are you talking about the dark saber and Boba
Yeah,
or no?
he's talking about the dark saber. It wasn't in Man. It
Yeah.
was in Boba.
yeah, in Boba, when in Boba when he uses it
Yeah.
and he cuts himself.
Yeah.
Like Finn was a little, a little all over the place with it, but he never like hurt himself. He was pretty good. I mean,
Yep.
to be able to hold your own against Kylo, who's supposed to be like a crazy character, that's pretty good, dude.
You'll learn that Disney tried to kind of like force feed diversity in this trilogy, and it backfired a lot. Because with Finn, they brought Finn in. There was a lot of people that were really excited for Finn, and they kind of teased Finn was going to have a big role. And then you'll kind of like find out that he doesn't.
Oh, so they wanted like a female like protagonist, a black dude, stuff like that, or
Basically. And then in the next one, there will be
They
an
even-
Asian influence that
And doesn't it kind of feel like Finn and Rey have something going on, or does it
That
just
dude,
feel like
yes,
a
Of
friendship?
course.
that's what I
Oh,
was saying. Han
seems
and Leia,
more.
bro. Like, is what we're doing
Yeah.
again?
It is, but he gets friend zoned quick.
For, Force Awakens wasn't okay. Force Awakens was good in my opinion until a certain point. Just
agree.
because I mentioned it before, the gap between the last Star Wars movie to the Force Awakens, this was like a rush of nostalgia coming back. The Falcon, all that stuff. Until we get to that point, can we mention the point?
The
Yeah.
death of Han.
An absolute tragedy. Just
Man, I was pissed
inconceivable.
off there.
Inconceivable.
Pissed off, man.
Inconceivable. At that point, the sequels just plummeted. From that moment till the end,
Yep.
straight down.
Okay, question.
Yep.
So you know how there's, I guess you could say, speculation that that Samuel Jackson's character is still alive, right? Could Solo still be alive? I mean, he technically fell. He technically fell the same. So
You'll see in a later episode that'll confirm he's gone.
meaning Solo or
Yeah,
Kylo.
Han.
Kylo carries out his head.
Wow.
I'm just kidding. That's not real.
No, but you'll get your confirmation, Gash.
Han comes back and says, "You were the chosen one."
Well, I was gonna say,
does he call him Uncle Luke or something?
wow. Poe
Kylo?
Dameron was pretty sick in this one too. He was pretty badass.
He's another
When
one
it
they don't
shows
know
up.
what to do with.
Yeah.
I can't watch Poe after watching Moon Knight.
Yeah. I asked
he's
for
in
watching
Moon Knight?
Moon Knight. He is Moon Knight.
Yeah.
They ruined him.
Oh shit! Wow.
Moon Knight episode 1
Visually-
review coming soon.
Visually, this movie is pretty damn amazing.
Oh
Sure.
yeah.
Like
you can tell it came a
better
long way.
be.
the Millennium Falcon, like flying in the beginning with Rey and Finn, and then
That was the highlight of the
but
movie.
a lot of the
X-Wings?
battle scenes with Kylo is badass, and then like I said, Poe Dameron when the rebellion comes in and helps Han and all them, and you see him doing all the crazy shooting shit. I was like, damn, visually this movie's pretty amazing.
Am I the only one that doesn't? I'm not too fond of Kylo.
No, I'm not.
Oh, I
fond of
hate
any of
Kylo.
them.
Okay,
I hate Kylo.
especially by the end. Can't
Yeah.
stand him.
I don't.
I hate him.
When he first came, I didn't care for him because I'm like, this is like a Darth Vader wannabe. But then you find out he actually wants to be Darth Vader, and it's like, you know what I mean? Like,
He is a one.
yeah.
What did you think of?
Yeah,
what did you
that's
think of
exactly
Snoke?
what he is.
Snow.
Why
He
are the
barely got to see
Skywalker?
Snoke.
Why is
Oh, that's
Leia
true. Okay, you're right.
Why is Leia like the Skywalker with the most big dick energy? Why the rest of them do they all cry? They all
dick
fucking
energy?
cry. All Skywalker men are babies, dude.
Old man Luke, don't cry.
Yeah, he does. He's a
Old
bitch.
man Luke?
He's
Old
a
man.
bitch.
That motherfucker
He-
stood there
he
for
should've
5
been
minutes,
there.
bro.
He should have
Oh,
Take
been
the
there.
saber, motherfucker. Take the saber, man.
Why the fuck are you crying? What do you mean he's not a crier? He's alone on an island because he's depressed. He's a little bitch.
But I mean, he doesn't have like any emotions in these.
That's a huge emotion. He's a bitch.
Oh, man.
He's depressed. He should have been there. He should have saved Han. He should have helped. What the fuck are you doing? That's not our Luke.
He's exiled himself, bro.
Cause he's a punk ass. He's like, oh, my student, I have failed
Oh,
him,
boy.
and he fucking takes off. What a punk ass dude.
Wait, who's a student?
Yeah, way to go, Eddie.
Yeah, way to
Kylo.
go.
They say it in the
Well,
first movie. They say it. He says they say
Oh,
Luke is
you're-
gone because he failed the student.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, Cash, do you remember when we were watching Book of Boba Fett and they were going towards the end with the Luke scenes? They were building that school with those little
Yeah, yeah.
droids.
Mhm.
So we're all to like believe that's where Kylo
Kylo
kind
was
of
at.
he learned from Luke at his school. Yeah.
Because Leia was like, I should have. Didn't she say like I should have let somebody train him? When she was
She's-
talking to Han, she's like, it started happening. When
She
I
said
sent-
she shouldn't have let him go.
right. Okay, she shouldn't let him
She
go.
said Luke trained him, and she shouldn't have let him go so soon. Something like that.
Yeah, then he's like, well, we both learned, or we learned from it, or
Yeah.
something. Yeah, it's crazy, but it's like, damn, dude, this is, I don't know, it's almost like repeated history again. It's like, here we go again, man, and now
Did
Luke has to
anybody
save the day.
get Nazi vibes when they were on the planet and he's like, and they're displaying the weapon, and then he's all like, "We will rise," and they're all like, "Huh!" I was like, "Holy shit, man, what's going on?"
I think you just think that way, man. It shows who you are.
That was fucking get the fuck out of here. Dude. That was crazy Nazi vibes. I was like, "What's happening
wow.
here, man?"
All right. If we randomly go off air, guys, that was YouTube, not us.
I mean, it is Disney we are talking about, so Walt Disney has some
Oh,
questionable history.
Jesus.
All right, and those were the fun facts.
What do you guys? Okay. Does anybody think about this, or like I was thinking about this? In the beginning when it shows the story and it's all the words are going, it says Leia Organa is fighting the First Order, the general or whatever, and then it says Luke Skywalker has gone off and they're trying to find him. So the whole thing in that whole description, it says General Leia, it says Luke. You don't see Luke until the end of the fucking movie. General Leia, you don't see until the middle of the movie, and it doesn't mention Rey, Finn, Poe, Kylo.
They're
It doesn't even
supposed
say
to.
there's a new dark side of the Force. It doesn't say any of that shit. But all of a sudden, that's what the story is.
Well, it's not
No,
a
they
new
said
dark
it's the
side.
First Order.
They didn't say dark side of the they didn't say anything about any kind of dark side guy. I think it's weird that they say all this shit like General Leia
Eddie,
and
read
Luke,
it to us quick.
and none of the fucking. That's not what the story is
Eddie
about.
Reed, hold on, I'll take over. Episode.
Yeah,
no,
but they're
okay.
introducing the
Wow.
new people. I mean,
It feels more
you
like
wouldn't know who they are though.
It feels
if
more
they
like
wrote it.
yeah, but they don't even hint to it, Danny. I understand that, but they don't even say there's a new dark side. This is going on.
The sinister
Well, they said the
First
Sinister
Order.
First Order.
Luke Skywalker has
The
vanished.
First
in his
Order. That's not
absence.
Kylo. That's not Snoke. Like it
The
doesn't say.
Sinister
It.
Well, they're not going to name every new character.
They say Emperor Palpatine in the old ones. They say
Yeah,
there's
but
a
that's
dark
because he was
side.
a good character.
I'm just saying they use Skywalker and Leia to be like, oh, this is Star Wars.
Yeah, of course.
and what did
obviously.
you
It's not about
expect?
that.
Yeah, 100%.
It's just I'm just bringing it up. I don't see why you guys are fucking arguing with me about it. What the fuck?
We
the
need
same
better
with Boba.
points.
Oh,
Same thing with Boba Fett.
Then it's a fair point. So if you guys agree on the point, why the fuck are you arguing with me about it?
No one's arguing.
Yeah, you kind of.
Jesus.
I mean, it's okay.
I'm just gonna say they're probably just referencing people that people.
Danny, what are you
already
talking
know.
about? What do you mean they're referencing, Danny? I'm not arguing with you, I
Why are you
promise.
arguing, bro? Why are you arguing?
Oh, wait,
man?
wait, whoa.
It's real
Whoa.
fucking funny, man.
Holy
It's real fucking funny.
Hey, so nobody's brought up Ray. Like, what did you guys think about Ray?
Crickets.
All right. Back to the Nazis. Huh?
The weakest character for me.
Yeah. Until you meet
Did you-
the Joe's Asian influence.
Oh.
Did,
Well,
did
she's
you
not.
feel
She's
like
not force sensitive. So
did you feel like Ray was I guess like a forced character, no pun intended. Like she was forced.
yeah, that's half
in
this
Oh, yeah.
trilogy.
Right off the bat, yeah.
Yeah.
They tried to check as many boxes as they could with this trilogy. Right or wrong, that's just what they did.
Yeah.
It's
I
the new
thought
Disney.
I thought she became a cool character. It did feel a little forced because in the opening scenes, obviously you had BB-8, then you had Moon Knight there. So like it was just like, and then all of a sudden he's just gone. And I thought it was like the opening scene was like really cool, and he was just gone. And then it's like then you move on to the actual main character who you didn't think was going to be the main character. So what the hell? Oh, I'm sorry. Freak you guys, man. I still read this wrong. I don't know why all I saw was black guy, man, and the higher ranking guys in black. Oh my god.
Jeez.
Oh, pudgy. So yeah,
So
man,
what
but
do you
Ray
think
was
about
cool though.
BB-8? Like going from R2 to BB-8.
That's a good
That
question.
even that was a little that was different. I thought the droid was cool, but it wasn't R2, man. It was definitely cool, but it wasn't R2. You know what I mean? It was
I
cool.
felt like he was like a younger R2, like a young R2, like a puppy version of R2. Wouldn't you say?
I don't know, man. I really got used to R2 because R2 has been in every movie to this point.
Yeah.
And then it's like, but I mean, obviously he's in at the end, and then he like shows the map to find Luke and all this other stuff. But like, and surprisingly, I was really happy to have Chewie back, man. Like I was like, because at first I'm like, oh man, I don't know what the hell you're saying, but now I'm just like, yo, I'm really happy to have this character back, man. Freak Jar Jar, bro. I'm happy to have Chewie, man. So like,
He gonna make a
it was,
return one day.
oh, come on, Lucas. But anyways, yeah,
Would you want a Chewie show just on him only?
Oh God.
like
It'd
him
be
by
all
himself, no
subtitles.
translation. Yeah.
That's true. It would be subtitles.
Might as well goddamn watch the anime.
Chewie takes Will Smith's place in I Am Legend. Oh boy. Anyways, yeah, man. Overall, though, I thought the movie overall was very good. Um, Another thing that was kind of cool was R2D2, or not R2D2,
C-3PO?
C3, yeah, coming back. He's like, oh, I bet you didn't recognize me. I have a red arm. It's like, dude, we know we. Come on, bro, we know it's
I
you.
thought it was him.
That's like me saying you don't recognize me. I have a cast on my arm.
What's the reasoning on the arm?
Is that you,
Was
Jill?
it a
You have a
comic?
watch on.
What?
Wait, nothing.
Would
Bad
you
joke,
ask
go
Jim?
ahead.
What's the reasoning on the red arm? Do we ever find out? Like, not in these movies, but even like lore or
It
legend.
was in the
feature?
comics, but I don't remember what it was. Like,
I
what
was
was
just
the reason?
assuming like a Jawa stole it and he needed a replacement.
Oh my god.
Guardians of the Galaxy came in and took it.
Fucking racket
Yep.
steals the arm. Oh man, that's funny. So how come he stayed with Leia?
Which one?
That's it's 3PO.
C3.
That's
Yeah.
her protocol droid now.
Yeah.
So
Well, you
And
should.
Luke,
Wait.
Luke wanted to be by himself.
No, but
Well, no.
he was
R2's always with
Anakin's.
Luke.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But then it was Luke's. Well, technically it was Luke's uncle's. Luke just inherited him.
Owen.
Yeah. Owen
Wait,
bought
wait,
him.
wait. So he went to. So he was Anakin's. Then
Anakin made him,
right.
and then Anakin, like Palpatine, didn't keep him around, so he was kind of like off on his own. And then he got picked up by the
Yeah.
Jawas, and then Owen bought him, and then Owen died, and Luke got him.
Ooh, Uncle Owen.
Yep.
Gotcha. All right. Okay. Cool, man. So now
Plus,
he's with
R2's
her.
Luke's navigator.
yep,
His X-wing.
R2 is Luke's
So
droid.
he's
Yeah.
pretty much always with him. Like, even if you saw him on the Book of Boba, like, he was with him
Mm-hmm.
in the planet.
Yeah, because he was flying Grogu to Mando, right?
Yeah.
Yep. Cool. Yeah, man. Damn, that's crazy, man. It was a good mix of old and new. I will say that. Like I did like that balance there of old and new. But I want to see more from Finn. So hopefully there'll be a lot more of Finn coming.
Nope.
All right.
David, Joe, you spoiled it.
That's what. Like, I'm just getting the spoiler out of the way for
Would
him.
be
Don't get
less
excited.
and less every movie, man.
And that's the thing. That's what pissed
Alright.
people off. Is like they kept checking all these boxes, and then certain demographics would get excited. Like there was a lot of people that were like excited to have like the first Black Star Wars guy, and then it's just like
Second.
they thought he was
Oh,
going to be
man,
a big deal, and then nope, he's nothing. Just like, oh, cool, we got the first Asian lady. Nope, she's nothing too. And just like that's all this is.
It was his connection to the dark side. I mean, Lois couldn't figure out Clark was Kal-El, so yeah, which I'm not sure how on
Yeah.
the Lois part. Yeah, it was cool though, man. John, you have any facts for us? Were you able
We
to
ready?
find a
You
few,
guys
man?
wanna?
Yeah,
Um,
go ahead, bro.
Let's see. Let's see what we can find.
Nope, no fun facts.
Yeah, it's pretty dry over here. John Boyega, he auditioned 9 times for this role.
Wow.
Phasma was originally a man, and
I remember
Snoke was a woman.
Didn't know that. Also, wait, was Snoke in this one?
Yeah, right
Yeah.
at the end, the big hologram.
Okay, yeah, you're right. No, you're right. Yep.
Poe was supposed to die in that crash.
By the way, don't in the least bit concern yourself like to find out Snoke's background.
Dang it.
Fucking useless character.
Wasted opportunity.
Yeah, that's pretty much. Let me see if I
Sorry.
can find another one.
Sounds
Oh
about right.
wow.
The more we talk about this, the more just like frustrated it gets. Because yeah, like just wasted opportunities.
Yeah.
I think you should pull up what Harrison Ford made for his role versus what Ray made for her role. It's pretty funny.
You said what they made?
Yeah,
Like dollar amount, I'm sure it's like
Imagine.
25 million to like 2 million.
it's like I think it was like 30 something to under $1 million.
She made under $1 million.
I think so.
Wait, for just one film or all three?
Oh no, this one.
Okay.
Oh yeah, she had to have made it on the back end though, right? As far as
Nope,
like
probably not.
Wow.
royalties, syndication.
No one watches.
It's all on Disney Plus.
Who wants to watch it? Just you. It's like a rite of passage.
Yeah, but they got Galaxy's Edge. She probably makes money from that.
Yeah.
I hope she
That's
does.
true.
Oh boy.
I'm sorry, it's just bitter. This is just, it's like,
Yeah,
Wait,
there's like
she
no
hasn't
fun
even
facts
done-
whatsoever.
Has she even done a movie outside of Star
Oh
Wars?
John,
Like,
I thought you were
since then?
acting.
She has,
Yeah.
Danny. She has.
I seen her in something, I think.
Wait, there's literally no fun facts, bro.
The ones I read you, that's pretty much.
it's
What the fuck?
Yeah,
I
everything
thought
else.
you guys were joking, bro.
no.
Hold on,
Like,
let me see if there's something.
That's why we told you, like, don't.
Okay,
Like,
I
we're
got some.
going in. There's a reason we shit talk these so much.
I got some here. You ready? When Finn and Rey ask Han if he is the Han Solo, he replies, "I used to be," which is a reply Ford himself regularly uses when fans ask him if he's Harrison Ford. Only time Harrison Ford has received top billing in a Star Wars film, making him the first non-Jedi character to be credited first.
I know he broke his foot on the filming of this.
Wow.
George
Well,
Lucas, while maintaining that he was at peace relinquishing his material, admitted to having mixed feelings before seeing the film, likening the experience to attending an ex-wife's wedding.
Oh, shout out J.J. Abrams, bro.
While Harrison Ford cried after seeing the film for the first time.
So it wasn't just you, Eddie.
Daisy and John were not allowed to tell anyone about being cast until about 3 months later. Boyega did, however, tell a taxi driver. Wow.
What? First of all, even if they did be telling people, who the hell knows who they are? We've never seen them
Yeah.
before.
No.
That's true.
Like, what the hell?
Wasn't he the one that always lost the scripts and stuff too?
In summer 2013, it was revealed that Carrie Fisher and Mark Hamill had begun a vigorous regimen of diet, exercise, and stunt training to prepare for their roles of Leia and Luke. We know what diet. We know what
Good for
diet.
them.
I was like, what?
I didn't even have to finish it. Okay. We know what diet Leia was
my
on, that's
ass.
for sure.
How dare you?
Half-ass diet.
At one point, hold on a second. BB-8's design appears to have had been inspired by Ralph McQuarrie's original concept for R2-D2, who also rolled around in a sphere-shaped bottom unit. Also, it was J.J. Abrams' idea to give BB-8 his name because he thought he looks like a B and an 8. Oh, that's
Jesus.
I didn't even realize
That's a real
on-
fucking original.
Just when you said it.
Rey is 19 years old and born 11 years after the Battle of Endor. Oh, this is a fun fact. Finn's trooper name, FN 2187, refers to Princess Leia's cell in the original Star Wars, but also to the short film 2187 in 1964, an early influence of George Lucas. The montage... Okay, whatever, we don't need any more than that. But, yeah, if you see her cell number, it was FN 2187, which was cool.
Wait, you're they're saying she's born during the Indoor War?
No,
11 years after.
she's 19 and she was born 11 years after.
Okay.
Mark
Oh, that
Hamill
was when with the C3 was they
with the
thought he was
Ewoks.
like a god, right?
God, yeah.
Yeah, Ewoks.
With
Yeah.
the Jawas, right?
The Ewok. No. Don't get
Ewoks.
those two
Oh, the
mixed up.
little
Ewoks.
people.
Yeah, the
Yeah,
ones that are
yeah.
worse than Jar Jar.
They're
No.
both little people. Though.
Yeah.
Mark Hamill admitted in an interview that he was terrified to play Luke Skywalker again.
He looked like it.
Yeah, man.
Like,
Like,
wouldn't take the
diet
fucking.
didn't work. I would be too.
Oh, here we go. Harrison Ford was paid $25 million for his appearance in the film. This is a stark contrast to the $10,000 he received for his role in Star Wars, the original one.
Wow. 10,000.
Wow.
Imagine that. Yeah.
Inflation.
He got his dues.
Yeah. He was like, "Yeah, you can kill me off later in this movie."
Oh wow, this is
Because
cool.
he hates Star
He
Wars.
wanted to be killed. Yeah.
Mark
Yeah,
Hamill.
He hates Star Wars.
Mark Hamill
I'm
was
sure
the
he wrote it in his contract. This is his last.
for sure. Oh, for sure he did it. Han, for sure. That's
Yeah,
what they.
yeah,
That's
yeah.
why they did it. Mark Hamill was the same age during the filming of this film as Alec Guinness was in filming the original Star Wars. 63 years old. I think that's pretty much it. The other ones are pretty long.
All right. Well,
Who's
appreciate
the-
the fun facts there, John.
Who's the guy in the beginning that Poe meets to get the map from?
The map.
Couldn't name him.
Yeah, I know. I was trying to think who he was, and I couldn't remember.
This movie marks the first time in Star Wars history where a stormtrooper uses a melee weapon.
Oh yeah.
We thought
Allegedly-
we were done with the fun facts.
Oh, you want to be done? Okay.
I'm just kidding. You're the heart of the show.
Allegedly, Adam Driver did not break character throughout the shoot. So he was a spoiled child throughout the entire day of filming.
Wow. It's a method acting.
That's some Will Smith shit right there.
Crickets.
Steven Spielberg loved it so much he saw it 4 times. Okay. That's what we could call it there if you guys want.
That was their rap.
Yeah, man.
So, are you more or less likely to buy the premium formats now for Rey and Kylo?
That's a hell of a question. It's crazy when you watch these movies. You see the one that came to mind was the PF for Han in the pose that he's in with the sideshow. So that one came to mind so far.
Did they make an
Kylo
old man
really-
Han?
No. I mean, just like the pose he makes when he shoots. That's all.
Gotcha.
Yeah, he was younger, but what came to mind honestly was the art prints that they did for Kylo as well as Rey. Not so
Yeah.
much the statues, just the art prints from Sideshow.
Those are pretty
But-
expensive now too.
Yeah. I overall did like the movie. I didn't see anything like superiorly wrong with the movie or anything like that. I did feel like it was more kind of all over versus what we've seen in the past, obviously. But I like the mix of good and of new and old, so not too bad. I just didn't really care for the antagonists kind of being wishy-washy, I guess you could say, a little bit. But like Eddie had pointed out earlier, him using the Force and as well as his saber skills was definitely really cool. So I can't deny that part.
He gets more wishy-washy, man.
So, was this your favorite Star Wars movie, Cash?
Oh no, definitely not, man. Definitely not. It definitely is not the favorite. Like I said, to me, he's a wannabe Darth Vader, but obviously that's, like I said, that's what he wants to be. So I just didn't care for that because I was just like, is this supposed to be the new one? And then obviously it's his grandson. I'm like, this is fucking Luke's kid.
Do you
Oh, that's
guys-
right. That's Luke's sister.
Do you guys think it's weird that when the scene Cash was talking about when he's looking at Vader's helmet and he's like praying to him, whatever, and he's like, "I will finish what you started." It's like,
Yeah,
did
I
they
like
not tell you that he changed in the end? Did
Well,
they not tell you he was
nobody
good
would have
in the end,
known
or-
except for Luke. I mean, if he
Yeah,
was,
but he was trained by
Oh,
Luke.
because he died. Yeah.
He was trained by Luke. So Luke, I would
Yeah.
have imagined, like when he switched on Luke, Luke would have said
but
he
like
changed to the good at the end.
Snoke would have pushed the dark side of Vader. Because like Luke trained him, but then when he went Snoke's way, Snoke would have pushed the Vader, the dark side.
Okay.
What's up, Warren? Maybe Eddie's right because they didn't tell Luke about Vader, so maybe they didn't.
Luke was there.
What are you talking about?
No, like they didn't know like he didn't know that that Leia was his sister.
Yes, he did.
Someone in the
I'm talking about
OT.
At the end, when Vader dies, he dies as Anakin, not as Vader.
Yeah, like he changes back. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm saying Luke never told Kylo about that.
Nope.
Because
Well, I
he's
would just
saying like
assume
I'm
not.
finishing what you started, so it makes it seem like
Oh, he died a hero.
I'm
sort of
carrying
thing.
his legacy.
Yeah.
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 And it's like, but he himself let his legacy go.
Yeah.
So it just doesn't make sense. That's why I'm like, Kylo as a character doesn't fucking make sense.
Yeah, he's right though. Eddie's right there.
Yeah.
So just to sort of ask more, is he obviously he's with the like dark side, but is he a Sith? Like what is he? Is he just
No,
evil?
No, he's never a Sith.
He's a Knight of
'cause he-
Ren.
yeah, he's a Ren.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah.
Whatever
who's
happens.
that?
Don't worry about it. You never learn about that
show it-
either.
They explain it in the
Yeah, they
comics.
showed him. They
mentioned
in Rey's
They-
vision when she grabs a saber and he's surrounded by all those guys. That's like the Knight
Yeah.
of Ren.
Another
Okay,
pissed
okay.
away
I remember in
Opportunity.
the comics,
opportunity.
there was an actual
We're not-
leader, and he dethroned that guy to become the leader of the Ren, the Knights of
That
Ren.
would have been awesome if it was in the movies, Danny.
Yeah, maybe one day it will
Gotta
be.
read the
Wasted
books, guys.
opportunity.
Yep.
Well, what's your rating on this one, Joe?
6.
Not in
Six?
comparison to the
God
originals.
damn, you give it a high
Yeah,
rating.
yeah. So
Wow.
stand
I
on
don't
that.
know. It was fine. The only movie that I can think of that I disliked more was Episode 2.
Okay.
Like it's ranking toward the bottom. For Episode 2 is probably my least favorite movie. No, second to least favorite movie.
The last one is the worst.
The last one, 9, will be my worst.
Yeah, same.
I
So
think
this
2
was
is the worst for me.
2 is rough. So I'm gonna put this at like a 5-6 ish, whatever. Eddie.
1. And I only
Wow.
give it I would give it a 0 if the movie didn't look so good, and if I didn't like. I do like Finn and Poe in this movie a lot.
That sounds at least like a 3
So-
then.
Yeah,
You-
you
No.
should
You're only
give
giving
a
it.
little higher,
You're only giving it
shouldn't
that low
Nope,
because of
the
that
one.
scene, right? That was it.
Fucking 1.
Okay, yeah. It makes
It
sense.
shits on OT fans. It's horrible. Fucking Star Wars. It's not even Star Wars. It's trash.
All right, John.
Yeah, I'm with Eddie. I won't be that. Maybe a 2-3, but I would have given it a 7 until when Han died. When he died, that whole thing.
That's
just
what I'm saying.
done.
Before that, it's good. I was
Yeah.
like watching it. And I was like, oh fuck, this is gonna be a good movie.
not bad.
It's
yeah.
not like they
Trash.
killed Chewbacca.
Well,
Trash.
It was just Han.
Did you kill
Go fuck
Chewbacca? Then
yourself.
Cash will be out.
If they killed Chewbacca, I'd be out.
Dude, why did they kill Han when Han finally started believing in the Force? He's like he's like that's real.
he didn't want
That's
to do
real.
any more movies, right?
It's not hokey.
Well, fuck, that's
religion
real life,
anymore.
John. That is real life. That's not galaxy life.
Yeah, but then they had to. What did you want them to do?
Defake his ass, man. Defunk his ass, whatever you call it.
It's a lot of wrinkles, man.
Then the diet would have worked.
Oh man, what's your rating, Chase?
I'll match Joe's 6.
Come on, Danny. What you thinking?
I'm basing it just on its own, not against any other films. I think it's like a 6 also. It has enough like OT, like the fanfare stuff,
Yep.
the nostalgic stuff that keeps it, somewhat entertaining. But it's still a shit movie, kind of.
You know,
So that's like the minus
it's
of
like
4 points.
John and Eddie. I probably would have had it at an 8 up until the point
Where he killed him?
Yeah, exactly.
Wow. Okay. So everybody said 6, right?
Well,
Except
and then a
for
Or
3
except
and
for
a
Eddie.
1. You got a 3
Eddie
and a
and
1.
John buried it.
Oh, okay. Gotcha. Wow. Chewbacca flying solo.
What's
Wow.
up with your grade, Cash?
Nice one, Jesse. My grade is gonna be a solid 7. Um, it's definitely not a 8, 9, or 10. I would probably say this was one of the lower ones for me, except for what was that one I didn't like? Phantom Menace, if I'm not mistaken. The first one,
Darth Maul.
I think.
That's
Two
the
No,
one
that
with
part
Jar
was.
Jar, the most Jar
Two
No,
Jar.
I
was
think
the
it's the second
one.
one.
Yeah,
Attack
the
of the
second
Clones.
one's the one that had
Yeah,
like
but he
all
hated
the.
Jar Jar, and that was the most Jar Jar. As
Yeah,
far as
but
the-
Yeah,
2 was all government. That's why I don't like 2.
yeah.
Two
This
had
one
a
was
lot of
cool, but
Jedis.
Yeah, for like 2 seconds.
oh boy, here we go.
5.
5 seconds, yeah. It's just like they all light it up, and then the war breaks out, and then like if you take out that little bit, that movie would be 0.
Yeah, I mean, it was cool. It was cool overall. I don't know. I didn't care for them switching up a lot of stuff. I just didn't care for Han dying, man. I didn't care for that. I don't know. I don't know why that irked me. Like I get it that he doesn't want to be in it anymore, but I'm just like, damn, man. They could have just said he just flew off, with Chewie and never came back, man. Like I don't know. That bothered me, man. Put his ass on a fucking island and bring Luke. Like somebody bitch slap Luke and be like, hey, man, you got to come back and come on. You got Han over here dying because you're over here playing fucking Tom Hanks Castaway and shit, man. Like that annoyed me, dude. That annoyed me, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. So solid 7, man.
All right, what's
I don't
next?
even know. I don't even know the name of the next one. Was it? Is it Last Jedi?
Is it Rise of Skywalker or something?
Right.
That's
Last.
the last
No?
one.
Yes, this one's Last Jedi.
Last Jedi. Rise of
Yeah.
Skywalker is the last one, right?
Yeah, Rise of Skywalker. Yeah. So the next one's Last Jedi. Oh man, the Star Wars saga continues as new heroes and galactic legends go on an epic adventure, unlocking mysteries of the Force and shocking revelations of the past.
What legends?
Well, it's not Han apparently.
Oh.
I don't even think is Chewbacca in the next one.
Luke.
Much.
Luke's
I think he
in
is,
the
yeah.
next one the most.
Yeah.
I think Chewbacca's just in like the end because he doesn't go to Canto Bight.
No, all I'm saying is I'm pretty sure we see him in the movie though.
If you can't bite, are you able to chew?
Wow.
You fucked it up.
I fucked it up.
You
Eddie's
were-
right.
you
I fucked
were
it
right,
up. It was going good, Eddie. You were right. Eddie fucked it up.
Oh boy.
Keep practicing those dad jokes.
What a long day today.
Yeah. So is anybody going to actually watch the next one?
We all watched
Yeah,
this
I'll
one.
watch it. I'll watch
Okay.
it.
Because I only watched it in the movies, and that's it. So
We'll see how bored I
I
get.
need to refresh.
Damn,
Can
you
you-
never watched this one again since then, Danny?
I didn't like
Neither
it.
did I.
That's what we think of the
Wow.
sequels.
I've watched the other ones like a million times, but I watched Force Awakens once on digital. Yeah, all the sequel stuff I only watched the first initial time only, and one digital for the Force.
Just know that after you get through this shit, you get Mandalorian.
It's good again. That means.
Yeah. You'll swing the pendulum will swing.
Oh,
back.
Mando was cool, man. Trust me. Boba got real once Mando came.
You gonna like Mando?
I'm not making any probably one.
Oh, there goes Joe's reliable connection.
Obi-Wan should probably be cool. Hopefully, man. That trailer looked very good. I mean, obviously, could have a lot of editing. You never know, but it looked cool. So we'll see, man. We'll see. Yeah. But hey, real quick to ask you guys a final question. Is there anything that you felt could have been changed differently to make this film a higher rating for you guys? Like just any one thing that's really like glaring out at you guys.
Han doesn't die.
Eddie can pretty
Yeah,
much put the
Han doesn't
thumbtack
Okay,
in
I
him.
got something for you guys. Let's say, what if Han did like a suicide? No, not a suicide, but like a
Danny, what the
something
fuck,
where,
bro?
where he saved. No, he risked his life
He
to save
sacrificed
something.
himself.
Someone,
Yeah.
yeah, sacrificed himself. Would
I
that have made
still
it better?
no.
Who's he sacrificing
Honestly,
himself
they
for?
didn't need to show him
I
at
don't
all.
know,
Then
Ray maybe.
They didn't.
they could have just
No.
they could have just said he's somewhere. They could have not shown him at all.
I don't know. I don't think he can just take off. That's the thing.
What's the difference between him dying,
He's-
Danny?
Because he can't come back.
Well, they could have brought him in like
He
Because
Lando.
Lando.
Come back
I
in
don't
a
think he
written
would just
story.
leave. I don't
Okay,
think
well,
he would leave
I disagree with
his
that.
son.
He already did.
Because that's
His son. I don't think his son would kill him.
He wouldn't leave his son. He's all grown up now, man.
That's true. You did already leave him.
It makes it worse. 3 makes it worse. 3 makes it even worse that he killed him. It makes me more mad.
This is so funny
Wait
because
till
you
he
guys are
sees
just like,
3,
it's just
man.
getting worse. It's just
Fuck,
gonna get
it
worse.
gets so much worse.
Oh
You,
man.
you thought
So
John
my-
had trouble finding fun facts this week.
My my one thing wouldn't just be Han. It would be the way they handled all of the legendary characters. I think they fucked those on purpose. So
Yeah.
Oh, dude, look what Polly's hideout said. I try to respect the opinions of others, but holy hell, this movie was bad. Oh man, no doubt, man. Yeah, see, the 7 out of 10 was honestly just with the. I can't use the word nostalgic, but it was with just from what I. Just the return of the characters I thought was cool, and then obviously the saber
That
battles
classifies
was
as
really cool.
nostalgic.
2 months, Danny, but all right.
Still.
And I'm happy
Okay.
you liked it. It's not a knock that you liked it.
Yeah.
I'm happy that you enjoyed it.
it's enough.
Let the record state, though, this was not the best Star Wars movie in my opinion. By like, it's not in the top 3 of, or
don't
it's not in the
worry.
top 5.
There's 2
No,
more.
it's not. Yeah, it's definitely not.
That could take that spot.
Yeah, man. But hey, man, we will be back next week, next Wednesday. Forgot the movie already, The Last Jedi, Star Wars: The Last Jedi. So that'd be pretty cool. Go ahead and check that out. And so yeah, man, that's cool. Any last words from the panel, from you gentlemen? No, Daminator,
See
it
you
was
next
not.
week.
Yep.
Thanks, guys.
Next fabulous movie
Second
coming.
worst.
Next Wednesday.
Her first name was May, and her last name was Sue. May Sue. This guy.
No, Mary.
There's no joke there, Cash. It would have been a great joke, but there's no joke anywhere there. It's
Move
a straight
along.
fact. Not even fun.
All right.
Just a straight fact.
All right, guys. We will see you guys next Wednesday. You guys have a good one. And hey, man, may the Force be with you, unless you're fucking Luke, because that motherfucker could have saved Han. All right. Shout out Han Solo, Harrison Ford.
And also
They could have
with you.
took Jar Jar Binks, man.